New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. It's 8:15 p.m. on the Mountain Time Zone, and that most definitely means it's time for our evening prayers. Thank you so much for being with us during this season of light. And sometimes in the season of light, there is also the darkness of it all. And I didn't mention this last night, but I do want to mention it tonight. Raising up that prayer of healing and recovery and rebuilding for everyone across the United States has been affected by storms and tornadoes and the increase in severity of weather that just keeps happening. And it's just going to keep happening. That's my belief. So thank you for being with us. I want to welcome you to if this happens to be your first time with us, thank you for being here. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment box as you go along. And I'd like to remind everybody that when we talk about prayer around this ministry and around this organization, we're not talking about, begging to some guy in the sky. We're not talking about getting down on bended knee and saying, oh, please, 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 please bless me and over and above anyone else. And no. This is an affirmation of truth as we know it, and often happens to be a revelation of truth as well. It is revealed in the moment of the experience. So it's a very, I believe, spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer, practical prayer, as a friend of mine calls it, is a deeply mystical experience. We might just not quite know it, or might not see it that way. And that's going to be our invitation more and more and more, is to recognize that prayer can be a mystical experience. And it really is. We're revealing that truth as we know it, whether we know it or not. So, all right, let's get into it here. If you're in a comfortable place and it's safe for you to close your eyes, I invite you to please do so. And join me in an affirmative prayer. An opportunity to let go of the hustle and the bustle of our day, to let go of everything it may have taken to be in this moment. For it is here in this moment we come together just to be the one, to recognize the one. We come together to recognize one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that's moving and breathing and having its being as all of life. Every experience, every expression, every opportunity. The oneness revealing itself perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. And as I know the truth of this oneness expressing itself through all life, I know it must be expressing itself as my life. And if it's expressing itself as my life, it's expressing itself as my life perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. No delays, no detours, no diversions. The perfect unfolding, the perfect revealing of each of our lives in a co-creative dance with the One, bringing our own human beliefs and thoughts and ideas and concepts to the party, and being open and allowing for the divine to reveal something even different, maybe perhaps more a wild or imaginative than we may have known in our own humanness. And in that co-creative nature, the revolution of a grand vision just happens. It has to happen. It can't not happen. We are here together collectively as this thing called humanity, one human race, collectively creating a giant masterpiece, creating a symphony of countless voices and countless forms of talent to bring forth a world that works for everyone. A world where everyone is awakening to their own spiritual magnificence, no matter what the name or the icon they may study or worship or believe. It can be Buddhism or Hinduism, Jainism, Christianity, Judaism, New Thought, and such. Anything. It's all God. So no matter who, no matter when, what I know is I know the vibration that is being created here this evening, the environmental conscious vibration of good, of love, of co-creation, of peace and harmony, all that is being created is rippling out across the planet. And that vibration of love and healing serves and affects and supports each and every one that is touched, that is feeling it. And so we raise up a prayer of love and healing for everyone in the Midwest, in Kentucky and Missouri and other states where they've been affected by tornadoes, and those that have gone to the great beyond have done so at the behest of the divine. And in that, there is healing, and we send love, and we raise up that vibration of healing and love so it may ripple across the planet and return for tenfold, 100-fold. See, what I know is I know that as we loose this word into the law, it cannot return void. It cannot return unfulfilled. It must be made manifest. Must be made manifest. So I am speaking a word of truth, of love, claiming for myself and each one that is touched by the vibration of these words of this prayer, claiming for each a sense of yes, a great sacred sense of yes. Yes, I shall. Yes, I can. Yes, I am here. Yes, let us. Yes. The great, grand, glorious, and amazing yes. That is my life, that is your life, that is God's life, that is all life. So I step into that yes. I invite each one to step into that yes, into that sacred yes that is your life, that is your gifts, that are all that you are here to bring to this thing called life. The gifts, the skills, the talents, all that you have. We bring all that forward, saying yes, and being in a place of absolute truth and health and wealth and well-being, and knowing all is well. So I can let it be. With a grateful heart, I feel that grateful uprising, that grateful swell of recognition that the divine has already got this prayer, that this prayer is already being loosed into the universal oneness, and that oneness must manifest according to the beliefs, the word, the prayer. So I let it go. I let be. I let it be. I get myself out of the way, release this word into the law that must demonstrate and know it is done. And if any word of this has resonated in any way, I invite you to join me in an affirmation of truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being with me this evening. This is the New Thought Media Network. I'm Reverend Robert Brzezinski, and I want to say thank you to everyone that makes this network possible. It's not going to happen alone. So would you join me for 45 seconds as we say thank you to our friends and our sponsors and our supporters?
Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, for your continued support. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown Atlanta, for your monthly contribution. Thank you, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, for your monthly contribution. And Suze Ajit, thank you for your very generous donation. And a special thanks to Hefferland Foundation for your generous technology grant. And a big shout out to all our committed donors.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you to all of our committed givers and donors and supporters. And if you'd like to get your name on the next version of that movie, hey, please head on over to ntmedia.org, click on the monthly tab, and make it and choose a number. Choose any number that supports you, that works for you, because it all goes a long way to support what we're doing here. And speaking of what we're doing here, normally, our evening programming ends now, but we'll be back first thing in the morning, bright and early, 7 a.m. We start with one of our spiritual practice shows, the Mystical Writers Hangout. The good news is you don't need to be a mystic and you don't need to be a writer. No experience is necessary. Just join us for a weekly spiritual sangha. Bring your journal and bring your pen. We're going to do some mystical stream of consciousness writing. And then Tuesdays are normal programming, everything from morning service, Be Your Own Hero, morning prayers, morning sip, wake up, say thank you, and into our normal daily Tuesday programming, including tomorrow with New Thought Today, myself and my brother, Reverend Elzia, at 2 p.m. on the Mountain Time Zone. All right, dear ones, I'm Rev BRZ. I'm going to get out of here for now. Let you get back into what's finishing up for your evening. And please know that I love you. I can't wait till we get a chance to give each other a hug. But until then, please go forth, be love. Peace.